Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Um, I want to read from the book of Hebrews. Well, I still in Hebrews. I ended up in James last night, so I want to read two verses. One from Hebrew and one from James. So Hebrews 12:3 through 6 says, no, not that one. I read it yesterday. Sorry. Hebrews 13:5 and 6 says, "Don't love money. Be satisfied with what you have. For God has said, I will never fail you. I will never abandon you." So we can say with confidence, "The Lord is my helper, so I will have no fear. What can mere people do to me?" And James 1:2 through 4 says, "Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow. For when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing." And today, I'm just grateful for um, trials, tribulations, um, and just like what I was saying all week, like adversity. It's funny how through storms you would see, like like you would see a path out of it, you know. Um, and I could remember. It's so amazing just to be connected with so many of you, right? Because I feel as though like now in my life, like we've grown so close, but we've also watched each other grow and watch each other go through so much. I could remember, um, Nikita was praying like about a year and change ago for certain things in my life, and I watched it change. And then I watched me go through a transition, and I watched me grow, and then I had to pray for another thing, and then I watched me grow. But I say that to say that like it was a lot of times in my life when I thought that you know it couldn't get worse than this, you know, and it was preparing me. It's preparing me for anything else that I continuously went through, and it's like it's what James said in this particular verse is so true, right? Because when you have your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. Like when you go into things like where the only person you could rely on is God, like you like your faith just grows even more because when you get over it, you realize that it only could have been God. It only could have been him. Like, cause you would sit back and you'd be like, boy, only God could have get me out of this. And it was true. And as you face another opportunity, sometimes God is just increasing, he's turned up the volume a little bit, And every time you just have to keep reminding yourself of the storms that you've already come out of. Because when you remember the storms that you already come out of, you can remind yourself who got you out of that storm. And this is what can lead you on that continually path of endurance because now you can realize that, you know what? God ain't gonna never put more on me than I could bear. He ain't trying to break my back. He just trying to make me stronger. That's all it is. It's in order for Ontario right there, he can tell you, in order for your body to build strength, right? You know how muscle is built? It has to be torn down and then it rebuilds itself. And when it comes back even stronger. And it doesn't come back just stronger where you could like, it's strong on the inside and it's not visible. It comes back to the point where you could physically see that the muscle has grown. So at the end of the day, when God tears you down, remember he can build you back up so that you could be exalted, so that his name could be exalted as well too. People can see you. People can see what you're going through, and people can see it. But people also can see the endurance that you face through it. And the fact that you kept your head high and that you kept looking to the sky and saying, you know what, God, I praise you through the midst of this storm. I thank you for the storm because calm seas don't make skilled sailor. Thank you, God. And at the end of it, when he build you up, when you get out of that storm, you know that everything will just be all right, and everything will just be calm, and everything will be smooth because God created a level of endurance in you that He knew from before you started it that you was gonna make it through. He knew what He was doing. He knew that He just needed you to be stronger because see, what I have for you down the road, Carrie, it can be a little rougher than this one. So just make it through this one. You can be a little stronger. But once you get out of this, and once you get out of that, I can exalt you. So I just wanted to remind or give someone that message this morning that even though it seemed like a storm, even though it feels like everything around you being broken down, even though you might be feeling a little broken inside this morning, remember that in order for you to come back stronger, God is have to break you down just a little bit. Thank you again, everyone, for the opportunity to speak. I love you all. Thank you for always listening. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to grow with y'all. I'm Carrie, and I relinquish my mic.
Come on, preacher. Come on.